so far, but that's like, you know, you're going to get that from him when you come into this game. That's just how they are. They're a physical team. They set a lot of screens. They do a really good job of setting and using.
So I think her passing is definitely what sets her apart, and just the way their team relies on her to orchestrate everything.
Did you catch that game? The referees really messed up, and WNBA fans are absolutely furious over the terrible calls in the finals. Some people are even talking about boycotting. But the bigger question is, are these just bad calls? Or is something deeper happening in the league? Let's talk about Caitlin Clark for a moment. She wasn't even playing in this game, yet her words are making waves across the league. She said, "I feel like I'm getting hammered," essentially calling out the referees. Now, every call is under intense scrutiny, like the Hawks are being watched closely. This isn't just about a single game anymore, it's about the entire WNBA. Imagine fans losing trust in the referees. That's huge. We're going to dive into why this is happening and what it could mean for women's basketball. Some of what we uncovered might shock you. Are you ready? Let's get into it.
We were really good last time we played in Dallas, but we've honestly struggled to guard this team, and I think it just speaks to their offensive firepower that they have. Like every games, I felt we could have definitely won within that stretch as well, and that's what kind of bugged me the most. But I remember saying, I think,
you know how sometimes a referee makes a bad call and everyone just moves on? Not this time. The calls in this game were so outrageous that fans are still talking about them, and it's not just talk. Some people are actually ready to step away from the league. Let's break down what went down in that finals game. Watching it was like seeing a train wreck in slow motion. Fans were losing their minds over calls that seemed to come out of nowhere. One moment the game is flowing, and the next it screeches to a halt because of another whistle. It was chaotic. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
like that's confidence too. So I think you're just seeing our confidence grow at a different level than it was at the beginning of the season. I think that's what's been motivating us.
A day where you can come in and practice hard and get ready and get prepared for 2 really tough games in a row, I think is good for us.
Last one.
And here's the kicker. It wasn't just a few bad calls. It felt like the whole game was off. Imagine watching your favorite team in the zone, then suddenly, a call from nowhere wipes out all the momentum. That's exactly what happened. Fans went absolutely nuts, calling it beyond ridiculous, and even labeling it the worst officiated basketball game ever. And this outrage isn't just from diehard fans. There's been a massive backlash on social media, with longtime WNBA followers shocked, as if the referees forgot the rulebook at home. It gets crazier. Remember the Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun game? The free throw disparity was staggering. The Fever had only 9 attempts while the Sun had 23. That's not just a small gap. It's practically a Grand Canyon difference. How does that even happen in a professional game? What's wild is that this isn't just a one-off issue. Fans are starting to notice a pattern, and they're far from happy about it.
At a better pace, and that's really hard to guard. That's not something you can scout for. So I think me and Kels have been playing with each other really well. Our posts have been good. Better, but overall, I thought we played well. Our defense could have been a little bit better, especially to start the game. But I'm proud of this group, and I'm really thankful for these fans.
It feels like every game has become a new adventure in bad calls. Fans are starting to question whether they can even trust what's happening on the court. Think about it. If you can't trust the referees, how can you truly enjoy the game? This isn't just about a single team winning or losing anymore. It's about the integrity of the entire sport. Fans feel let down, and some are even talking about boycotting games. That's how serious this has gotten. And here's where it gets really interesting. Caitlin Clark. She wasn't playing in this game, but her earlier comments are echoing louder than ever. When a star player says she feels like she's being hammered on the court, you know something is wrong. Her words were almost a warning, and now everyone is seeing exactly what she meant.
I'm not sure I would have had that opportunity at Iowa, and I'm not sure, people would have showed up for the women's basketball program in the manner that...
I think we've had a lot of great battles, and they've helped us win a lot of games on this floor. So, like I said, hopefully we can bring the playoffs back.
Clark's frustration is echoing throughout the league, but here's a surprising twist. The referees might be struggling just as much as the players. What's really happening behind those whistles? The truth about WNBA officiating might shock you. We often hear about player salaries, but check this out. WNBA referees earn between $400 and $2,500 per game. That's it. Now compare that to NBA referees, who make at least $33,500 every time they step on the court. It's a massive difference. Think about it, if you're a ref earning so little, how motivated can you really be to give 100% every game? It's not an excuse, but it does help explain some of what we're seeing on the court. And it gets even crazier. The WNBA and NBA have completely different officiating systems. It's like they're playing the same sport on different planets. No wonder fans are seeing so many wild inconsistencies and questionable calls.
Like I said earlier, resilience. Like, not every day is going to be perfect. I think we found a way to battle when things don't go our way.
Knowing that you've had success prior to, against this team in our first 2 matchups with them, I think that just brings you.
Before you start thinking it's all doom and gloom, let's look at the other side. Some officials are speaking up for themselves, saying they go through intense training and are held accountable. And you know what? They do have a point. The level of scrutiny around Clark is unprecedented, but they argue it's not unfair. So here's the situation. Underpaid referees, different officiating systems, and officials claiming they're doing their best. But if that's true, why are the calls still so bad? Why are fans ready to walk away from the game they love? Here's the real kicker. If the referees are truly trained and held accountable, then something else has to be going on. There's a missing piece to this puzzle. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around to see what it might be. It's that feeling when you're close to solving a problem, but something just isn't clicking. That's exactly where the WNBA stands right now.
Overall, we're moving and we're playing defense as a unit rather than as one-on-one, and that's kind of what we struggled with at the beginning of the year.
And they're very supportive, and for me, that makes you feel very welcome coming in as a rookie and getting to play with somebody that's been really, really good for this.
The solution might be hiding in plain sight, and it could mean a major shakeup in how we think about officiating. Imagine WNBA and NBA referees working side by side. It sounds wild, but hear me out. Merging the 2 systems could be the game changer the league has been waiting for. Think about it. Combining the experience and training from both leagues would create a sort of super team of referees. But why stop there? Let's talk about leveling up their training, advanced technology, intense programs, the works. Imagine refs using VR to practice split-second decisions or running simulations of high-pressure game scenarios. They'd be ready for anything the court throws at them. And here's where it gets really interesting. What if referees were held more accountable for their calls? Not in a punitive way, but maybe through public performance reviews or bonuses for consistently strong officiating. This could completely change the game.
Here and give them a taste of it because they deserve it. It's been since 2016, so it's only going to get better and better from here on out.
Build great chemistry of understanding where each other's going to be, and then also I shoot extra with Dantas after every shoot around.
The idea isn't to punish referees, but to help them improve. You might be wondering, how does this fix everything? It's all connected. Better training and increased accountability lead to more accurate calls. More accurate calls mean fewer disputes on the court, and fewer disputes mean more time for actual basketball. That's a win-win for everyone. But let's be real, these changes won't happen overnight, and they definitely won't happen if everyone just sits around complaining. This is where you come in. Yes, you. The fans are the heart of the WNBA, and your voice matters more than you think. So what can you do? Start talking about it, use social media, let the league know your thoughts. Maybe even launch a hashtag campaign. The more noise we make, the harder it is for the league to ignore us.
So far, but that's you're going to get that from them when you come into this game. That's just how they are. They're a physical team. They set a lot of screens. They do a really good job of setting and using screens.
So I think her passing is definitely what sets her apart, and just the way their team relies on her to orchestrate everything.
And here's the thing. This isn't just about correcting a few bad calls. It's about making the WNBA the best it can be. It's about creating a league where every game is fair and exciting, where players like Caitlin Clark can focus on giving their best performance without worrying about being unfairly targeted. Let's wrap this up. We've seen how poor officiating is affecting WNBA games, why refs are struggling, and some promising ideas to improve things. But here's the truth. Nothing will change if we just sit back and do nothing. If you love basketball, It's time to make some noise. Use social media, tag the WNBA, start a hashtag, and tell them what you think about the referees. Maybe even write to the league directly. Your voice matters more than you realize. Remember, this isn't just about one game or one bad call. It's about the integrity of the entire league.